we are having Forge of Light event, and also finally we have some updates regarding Spring Hunt update, which gonna bring us some new action, a new game mode, and some interesting updates. Of course, also one legendary hero which is going to come to the game, right? But first of all, as I mentioned, Forge of Light is our first section of the video, and of course I'm going to try my best to get Roaring Rager, right? My current Roaring Rager is level 2, and of course I will try my best to make it level 5 until new Archer legendary artifact will come out, which will happen in like 6 months or something like that, so we have still some time. Also, as I have said many times regarding Examplar Wish, before like first year or second year, it was not really mandatory to try your luck in Forge of Light as a free-to-play player, but after this Examplar Wish feature of this game, I think you have to try your best to get 2000 draws on Forge of Light. For example, as I said, in 2026, every single gem which I'm going to collect, I'm going to spend on Forge of Light, even if I won't gonna get artifact. I won't gonna be too sad because, well, I'm at least getting my achievement, because as you can see, there is still a lot of draws which I have to do, because before I was only drawing on artifact compendiums at the end of the KVK, and unfortunately that didn't give me the good future, because everything changed when Examplar Wish came out, right? So yeah, that's my tip for the Forge of Light. Examplar Wish is really important, some amazing red artifacts with amazing additional features, so try your best to get 2k draws, right? And I will try my best to get my 2k draw. As always, of course, I'm trying my best to get Archer artifact, which is Roaring Rager, and let's not waste too much time. I have 25 forged keys and 50k gems, right? Of course, we are going to get at least one legendary artifact, and if it will be Roaring Rager, I will be super happy. So let's start. The first 10 draw. Of course, it's epic one. I don't want to make this feature available when you are opening everything together. It just loses everything. So yeah, another epic one. Of course, I also need some epic artifacts in the game, because of like you will basically get scrap them and get the forged keys like that, right? So it's pretty mandatory to also have some epic ones. So that's double plus. So this is like all right, legendary one, right? Legendary one. Let's see. This is epic. Blue. Come on, roar! Yes. Nice. First one, and already Roaring Rager, right? This is huge. Come on, I will have my level 3 Roaring Rager. Maybe there is a second legendary one, who knows? I have never had something like that. And of course, I'm going to continue to draw more, because we are here to get as much Examplar draws as possible. So that was the plan. Maybe we can get second Roaring Rager. I actually have never gotten 2 artifacts which I wanted from the Forge of Light, so maybe this is the moment. Who knows? Another epic one. Alright. Let's see. Come on, one more. Epic one. Yeah, I'm not really sure, but I will try my best. Come on. Legendary one, come on. Another epic one. Then I think we have only one 10 pull left. Maybe this one will be legendary one. Who knows? Let's check. Draw. Nope. Unfortunately, no. I'm missing like 600 gems to do another 10 pull. Maybe in like today or tomorrow I will be able to gather it, because weekly just finished, right? So let's check how much Examplar Wish we got. Well, yeah, we are getting closer and closer. Basically 1k draws more and I will be able to use this Examplar Wish, right? Let me upgrade my Roaring Rager, because currently I'm in a war with DYH, with the Calm, of course, City of Moria, my new home. And of course, this upgrade will be really helpful for my Ruby and Kylan, which have been one of the best archer hero pairs in the game currently. So yeah, I'm really happy. Of course, 10% physical attack bonus is gettable, and we are going to get it. And yeah, 4.8k skill damage factor is on the maximum level, so of course I will try my best to get level 5 Flaming Fangs until new legendary archer artifact will come out in the game. So yeah, hopefully soon we're gonna get another one. Let me just get all the rewards which we get from this event. This is pretty strange event in my opinion, but whatever we got, right? So, yeah, let me check also here. Yep, we did spins. Next one, which we are going to check is, of course, the new update, right? Spring Hunt. We already know that here is new legendary hero, but I have not seen the skills or anything, so let's check out, right? Spring Hunt event series, that's basically when you are getting avatar frame nameplate. But as we can see here, we might not get epic city skin for the mage players, I think, right? Next one should be mage. So yeah, new event, spring event series. It will be 1 week series. You will get a lot of legendary tokens, legendary medals, decoration chests, and some avatar frame and nameplate hunter's trophy. Dragon Abyss, right? Alright, this is the new game mode which I mentioned at the start of the video. Dragonfire has come to the Abyss, Brave Warriors, alright? In the upcoming Season of Stripe 7, Dragon Siege, this will be the new scenario. Dragons will appear over battlefields, bringing a brand new combat experience, and in this update, Dragon Abyss offers you to sneak peek at how controlling dragons will work. In order to allow you to enjoy the experience to the fullest extent, killing units in Dragon Abyss will not consume resources. Amazing. Seize the power of dragons, dominate the battlefield. Basically, in Season of Stripe 7, we will be able to use dragons for the siege, and until Season of Stripe 7 will be available, we will try out the dragon control, how in general controlling dragon really actually looks, right? So yeah, really interesting. Finally, the game is called Call of Dragons, and finally after 3 years we will be able to use dragons in the game. Draconic Resonance. Take part in Draconic Resonance event and feed Thunder Drake to trigger a resonance and receive warped skill cards, speed up and resource items. Warped skill cards looks nice. And other rewards. Master Dragon Tamers will receive extra rewards from the merchant guilds to help develop Thunder Drake's skills even further. Alright, I guess speed ups and warped skill cards look nice, but let's see. Another new kind of mechanic, new kind of event, so it's pretty exciting, right? Legendary hero SELUNA, right? We know that SELUNA is epic hero. The moonlight shines from the hero's blade, alright? The energy that courses through the land has resonated with one of your heroes. With the light of the blade of the name, you can now transcend SELUNA overall PvP skill from epic to legendary, right? So basically, second hero in this game in Call of Dragons. So first one was Musyang, epic one, and we were able to transfer to legendary. And second one will be SELUNA, and what's the really special occasion in this matter is that SELUNA is flyer. I'm pretty sure SELUNA will be used with the Wyverns and with the Flying Eagles. Basically with cavalry, so really exciting, right? Another overall hero in the game, which we all expected at some point this year. So SELUNA no longer will be epic, she will be legendary. Improved gameplay features, improved expeditions. The process, gameplay, and story of expeditions has been improved. Expeditions are now burning trials, guided by vision of the future of Prophet. The new city building Eye of Enlightenment allows you to enter the burning trials facing against dark creatures to strengthen your legions. Basically, we are getting new building which is going to be called Eye of Enlightenment, and we're gonna click on this building. You will enter the game mode, which is called Burning Trials, and you are going to move up by the stages and get some rewards, I guess, which is not really set here. So let's see, right? Let's see. Improved Warped auctions. In order to allow more players to enjoy Warped auctions, we have made following improvements. I know I have never sold a pet here. After purchasing a Warped at the pet auction, it will be temporarily placed in storage. Warpeds in storage can be rewarded, returning them to freedom. For your act of kindness, the Merchants Guild will compensate you with the pet fruits. You can also adopt Warpeds in storage, adding them to your enclosure. See the pet auction interface for details on rewilding. The above changes only applies to Warpeds placed on a sale and purchased after the update. When all the updates goes live, all Warpeds currently on sale will be withdrawn and all auctions in progress will be cancelled. Warpeds will receive a rating according to their attributes. The two attributes with the lowest upper bounds will not count towards their ratings, and neither will their talent skill rating stars. So I'm really happy regarding this update, because as I said, it was almost impossible to sell a Warped in Warped auction, because everybody was waiting for the perfect Warped, right? And that's not how it happens. If for perfect Warped, you will get perfect Warped, you will use it, right? So it was not really free-to-play friendly also. You should have gotten like super amazingly lucky in order to even sell at least Warped. So at least one Warped. So yeah, I'm really excited about this change. Let's see how it will land. Roots of War changes. Change locations of Lunam Bright pools for more balanced distribution. Change the maximum garrison unit count for hulls in Season 3 onwards from the 2.1 to 2 million, so 100k less. Change the maximum garrison unit count for outposts in Season 3 onwards, so increase the 100k to the outpost. Halls, Tree of Healing, Tree of Courage will now open after 6 minutes, previously 3 minutes, so more time for like in general open field gameplay or planning. After 6 minutes you can deploy legions to occupy these buildings. Interesting. Reduced field of view for infantry and cavalry legions. Nice. Added the name of the player who dealt the last blow to Fadrake defeat announcement. Of course, these changes will be actually really effective, because the highest update here is of course that Hal's Tree of Healing and Tree of Courage will now open after 6 minutes, not 3. So additional 3 minutes until 1 to 3 buildings we will be able to capture. So pretty big changes. Let's see how it will land. Alliance building removal protection. Removing a fully built alliance buildings will trigger a timer. When the timer ends, the building will be removed from the map. Alliance towers, alliance siege towers, and alliance siege bastions have a 5-minute timer. Alliance fortresses have 20-minute timer. When an alliance building is removed, alliance members will receive notifications. These notifications can be turned off in settings. So I guess it will help the officers and the leaders of Alliance to basically do things in advance, so pretty nice. Whatever makes them gameplay easier, of course, I'm all about it. Season system improvements. Updated glory rating rewards. Let's see. In Season of Stripe, beginning after the update, glory ratings now include class rewards. Everburning 1, 1.5 million wood, 100x, alright. 1.5 million gold, 50x, 1.1 million ore, 30x, and 1.5 million wood, 10x. So basically double wood. In the Season of Stripe, beginning after the update, after your realm enters the new season map, your weekly resource purchase limit will be adjusted depending on your glory rating. This change will be reverted the first Monday after the season summary. Alright, more rewards, better for a free-to-play player, so of course I'm all about that. New chat channels for the Season of Stripe seasons, but here, combat experience improvements. Hero skill improvements. To improve your combat experience, some Agnar and Freya skills have been changed. Agnar's hero skill Frostbeat Spirit. Previously, Legion Cavalry units gained 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 HP and this physical attack. Now Legion's cavalry units gain the same HP, same physical attack, and 4, 5, 6, 8, and 10% march speed, which is of course buff for the Agnar and for the cavalry players, which I guess it was hard for them to sync up the speed with the other ones to Agnar, so maybe that's why they change. Freya's hero skill Aberrant Form, Legion cavalry units gain, so basically Freya also got some march speed, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 10%, which is, I will say, huge, right? It's huge. March speed is one of the most important attributes for cavalry players, and Agnar and Freya are meta cavalry heroes. So, some nice buffs for two cavalry heroes coming in Spring Hunt. Artifact skill changes. Changed Ancient Tree Roots artifact skill Geomancy. After short charge up, teleport your legion to random occupied high level resource. Cooldown, basically cooldown got increased, right? On the last level, before it was 30 seconds and now it's 60 seconds. So basically cooldown got increased on the first and second level. Then it's basically same and dropping actually on the fourth level, and fifth level is basically same, right? I have no idea what kind of change it will make, but it is what it is. Changed Warped skill descriptions. To avoid misunderstanding regarding skill mechanics, we have changed the description of Warped skills, Blow Off. Only the description text has been changed, the skill effects remains the same. So nothing really too important here, just some wordings, right? Event experience improvements, Smash the Shadow improvements. If you migrate to a realm where the season is already in progress or are in recovery mode, you can now join or launch rallies against Shadow Forts within your affiliated region, which is great. Now, Brink of War improvements. In the interest of fairness and to improve your gaming experience, the realm's total donation points in the preparing for war phase of the Brink of War event will be defined as a total donation point score of the top 300 players in the realm. The number of points that can be scored during this phase has been also appropriately reduced. This change will take effect in all events that begin or are underway following the update. Your pal and business partner, Gela. So, my thoughts regarding the Spring Hunt update, right? This is not the update with the full of rewards. I think this is the update with the full of new mechanics. Dragon Abyss is huge. Draconic Resonance is interesting. Legendary hero SELUNA, which is Flyer. Just because she is Flyer, that's already huge, because in Call of Dragons we don't have a lot of Flyer legendary heroes, right? Burning Trials, a new game mode, also huge, and of course improved Warped auctions is really interesting. So I like that this update is giving us some new features and new content in Call of Dragons, but yeah, if we're gonna get more and more rewards, it will be better. I guess we are getting rewards from these new features, which it's not really seen what kind of rewards we are going to get. This update will go live tomorrow, which is also huge. So tomorrow we already will get some new features in Call of Dragons, and of course let's see how all this update will land. Until then, I'm going to continue fighting against DYH. In the first day we already got 3.7 million merits, of course by only Archer gameplay. As always, if you liked the video, press like, subscribe, share. It always gives me more and more motivation to make more content for this game. I wish everybody an amazing day, morning and night. We are going to see each other really soon. Bye bye and good luck.